is she ghosting you? Before we even start, have you ever ghosted a guy? And why did you do that?
Personally, I did that because I didn't feel he was right for me. Or, I didn't feel he was, let me say my type.
Yeah. I've ghosted people a couple of times because of various reasons, you know.
Why?
Number one, if I don't feel your vibe, I ghost you. That's nothing to discuss. Another thing, I usually ghost people who
are too demanding. Me too.
Yeah.
I feel like I've ghosted someone because
another way is I ghost you when you start asking for nudes, and I also ghost you when I'm feeling low. If I feel low, I just don't want to speak to anyone. I will ghost you, and
the problem
all
with
my
that,
friends know that, and it's something I'm working on. But I ghost people when I'm not feeling good.
Okay.
I don't like bringing my negative energy to people. Yeah, when I feel bad. Yeah. So
today we'll talk about why she ghosts you, and probably you don't know why she's ghosting you. Yeah.
One thing is, women ghost you when they feel like you're too desperate, you know.
Yeah.
Like, personally, I don't like very desperate people, you know. And if I feel like you're so desperate in validation, or you're so desperate for love, or you're so desperate for sex, I'll be like, this guy, Z. We like people who have a stand, and they'll tell you straight, this is what I want, this is what. And they won't be too desperate or so clingy and nagging. You know, we don't like people who nag too much.
And you're a guy, you're not supposed to nag. Leave that nagging for women.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 2 is you cannot satisfy her needs. If you're not able to satisfy her needs, she'll feel like you're wasting her time when she's with you. So she'll prefer not to say it to you directly, and she'll ghost you because you don't satisfy her in any way. Like, you're wasting each other's time. So she'll prefer to ghost you.
I help you here, help me here. If you're not, we ghost you.
Yeah. So if you don't satisfy someone, you can read by the response or how she is. So if you don't satisfy her, don't push it. Just walk away.
Yeah. Another thing is being boring. You can be so many things to a woman, but boring isn't one of it. You know, women like interesting people. They crave for adventure. They're intensely attracted to men who bring this emotional side, and they want a woman. They want a man they can bond with emotionally. You know, if you're boring, a girl will walk away without thinking twice. You know, yeah. Unless
who wants to stay with a boring person, especially this person here. I feel she's someone who loves talking and doing stuff like that. So if you're boring and you just seated there in the room and you're just quiet and every time, so
no, it depends on the amount of quietness.
No,
I don't like hyper people like too again.
Okay.
Yeah, you should be chilled, but let me spot this amount of interesting part, you know.
Okay.
You can be so chilled and be sitting so there, but when I start to have a conversation with you, I can have a good connection and deep bond with you. You know, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Another point is probably she has a partner. When a woman has a partner, obviously she'll ghost you. I know men, sometimes you meet someone and the guy wants you to be the girlfriend already. And if you're too pushy and she already has someone, she'll have no need for you. So she'll ghost you. That's an obvious reason. That's an obvious thing. If you have a partner and you are not interested, you'll ghost someone.
Heavy on loyal women. Yeah. People like me, I'll just ghost if I tell you I have a partner and you're not listening.
You know, sometimes these days you tell someone
usually like, let me be the side chick. I'm cool with that, and I'll be like, what the fuck?
Surely, why?
You know, like, it's good when a woman juggles people, because you'll get this man, you'll get this out of this one, you'll get money out of this. But as a man, it's so useless when you're juggling like women, you know.
Like you know you are sharing someone, and you know you're the second person. There's the main person, and you're oh god. I feel that's
maybe for sex. No, it is subjective with the woman.
If you
know.
Okay.
Yeah.
But for a guy, I feel for a guy, like, if you know you're the second person in the relationship, I feel for them. For a lady, it's a normal thing because you want money, you want what. But for a guy,
do my nails.
I know.
Yeah. Another thing is you've displayed some red flag behaviors, you know. You can be arrogant, narcissistic, and all these very negative values in a man, you know. A woman will tend to red flag you if you notice these things, you know. Like personally, if I just notice that you're arrogant or you have so much ego or you're too demanding, you're gross, you're disgusting, and we're like, "Ah, yo, now you just can't." And if you don't listen, I ghost you, you know, like shamelessly ghost you. Nothing more.
Another thing is you don't live up to your online image. You know, sometimes you meet someone online and then you're attracted to the person. Maybe this guy is so muscly. He's attractive. They're attractive, kind of.
Okay, you love
Whatever.
muscles, why?
I love muscles.
Why? What is attractive in muscles?
People have different
Okay,
opinions
tastes,
of their
okay.
own. The people have different tastes.
Okay.
Yes.
Continue.
Well, right.
You have met someone muscly.
And then you have high expectations of this person, and then you meet and you're like, what the fuck? I had a friend
Yeah.
that met online on Tinder, and then the guy looked tall. And then when they met, she was actually like taller, a bit taller
Oh,
than
no,
the
no,
guy.
no, no, no.
So I feel this, I'll ghost you, like, oh God, if I don't find my expectations, even, especially when they were this high, and you don't meet the
Emma, you've
expectations.
lied on social media.
You're
What's your height? I'm a 6'2". What about you? I'm a 5'2". Ooh,
Yeah, or
he's
if you
too
have
tall.
a different picture.
Then you get that it's a 5'5", and then you're like, why?
Yeah, so I'll ghost you.
Yeah.
I'll ghost you. I will not have a second meeting. That will be the end of everything. Yeah.
Another thing is she had better options on the table, you know. Like girls, you can be here today and this one asks for your number. You've not even walked kidogo, ask for a number. You've gotten to a hotel, ask for the number. You've gotten here, number,
And the other one is
number,
more
you know.
attractive to the,
And then
compared
there's
to the
this
other
one who will be so good, the other one won't be so good, you know. You'll tend to ghost this person who's not the better option, you know. And look for the better option. Yeah, it was you.
True.
Safu elewe.
Another point is you performed very badly on your first date. We talked about this, first impressions and first dates. Did we talk about it? I guess we talked about
Yeah,
it.
we did.
So if your date was bad, first dates are very important to a person. You'll read a lot on the first date. So if you had a bad first date, if you performed very badly, I think she'll ghost you. She would not want a second date. Yeah. So perform good and heed the things we said on appearing on the first date. Make it impressive.
Yeah. Another reason is you fail to be authentic, you know. Who doesn't like authentic shit? Authentic stuff. Yeah, women want the date to be interesting, you know. And on the first date, you must broadcast your authentic side, you know. Bring it all out and let me see this side of you and this other one, this adventurous one, you know. When you become authentic, it throws away all the boredom, you know.
You know, when you start a relationship and you're all acting up, you know, it reaches a point where you just have to be yourself. You'll just have to come back to yourself. So
when you fail to meet this authentic part, I'm jumping into a ghost ship and sway. I'm going to fly off.
But
you know.
how do you tell someone is authentic and you're meeting someone?
You'll
for
just
the first date?
no, as in even if you're making this synthetic authenticity, you know, make sure it is like I can connect with you and I can be like, this one looks, you know, you're not getting.
I'm
As
getting
in, let me
it.
feel this authenticity, you know. You'll be like today in the morning I was trying to do this and then this happened, you know. Bring in some of your experiences to the table, you know. Yeah, don't be like don't be
all good.
computerized. Don't be computerized. Be fluid in your personality when I meet you, you know.
Okay.
If you don't meet this authenticity, as I've said, jumping on this ghost ship, sway, we go away, you know, like damn. Yeah.
Okay, my last point I'll say, when her friends don't like you. You know, sometimes when you have friends and they don't like your boyfriend or your partner, or sometimes, okay, you are not maybe that attractive, or like you find it hard to work with someone because the friends dislike you, or something of the sort. Like friends play a big role in partnership. They advise people and everything. So if you get a thumbs up by her friends about you, that's a good sign. But if her friends don't like you, I'll feel like she'll feel like you're not up to her standards. So she'll probably ghost you.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
telling you guys this. Don't listen to your friends all the time, you know.
True.
Like you may have found this person is the right person for you, and your friends are like, I don't like
They're
it.
jealous.
But your heart
They're
wants
jealous.
and your needs feel like it's being satisfied with this man or this woman. Well, I feel like just go with what your heart wants and what your brain wants, you know.
Yeah, for me also, I feel like
Yeah, you will make the friends want this partner of yours over time, you know.
True. You
Yeah.
should, with partnership, because you also need someone to like advise you on some things about the person. So I feel you should have maybe one trusted friend. Don't listen to every other kind of person.
Yeah, and if you have a good friend
Yeah.
during a relationship, you know, this friend won't be like, no, I don't want this person, move away from that person, you know. A good friend will be like, I don't feel like this person is good for you, but
reasons.
let me give you a chance to prove to me that this is the person for you, you know. And a good friend might lie to you at some point, you know.
Some
If I
people are
come to you as a
jealous.
friend, I don't want you to tell me the truth. Just lie to me. Make sure I'm happy. Just lie, you know. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the end of our video. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.